Hello everyone, welcome back to Her World, and I'm going to delve deep into part 2 of this interview questions. So if you haven't watched part 1, kindly go back and look at the questions asked, because you never know, maybe you're assuming it and that's the question you'll be asked. So welcome back, and let's go through the questions. The question may arise, why this particular course? Why are you choosing to go and study nursing? Why are you choosing to go and study computer science? So ensure that your answer is so personal to you, in that maybe you need this particular course because it will provide you with these skills that are lacking in your organization, or you want to start up a company, or you have a family business, maybe they need this particular skills for them to progress to the next level, or it is determinant for you to maybe even get or rise up the ranks. So ensure that the answer is so personal and it should be reasonable. Ensure also to link it back home. So the next question you might be asked is, so why study now? Why do you want to go and study this master's right now? Maybe you graduated in 2008, which means you have been working for, let's say, a couple of years or even a decade. So it makes sense if you know the reason why you want to go and study right now, instead of just continuing with your career. Or maybe you just graduated the other day, just the other month, and you want to go and start your master's immediately. So give them a compelling answer why I really need to go and study right now. Perhaps you're stagnated in your workplace, or you need this particular skill right now because my family business, maybe it's expanding. Just give them a reason why you need to study right now. In that case, if you started a family, you can give them a reason. Maybe after my completion of my studies, I went ahead in the career field, and then after that, I've also been able maybe to start up a family. So right now, it's the only time that I can see I'm comfortable, since maybe my children are older enough, or at least give them a compelling answer. Yeah. Then the next question that you might be asked is, do you have any siblings? So in that case, they are looking for a family tie. For every question asked, ensure that you analyze so fast, what did they want from me? Why this particular question? So if they ask you, do you have any siblings? They want to see maybe your family, that do they have other people they have to take care of? Perhaps you have maybe other 5 siblings. Why would the family maybe even fund you? They have other responsibility that they will be left with when you go, which means perhaps at some point they will stop maybe funding you, so that, or they might find a difficulty in funding you since the other children are still at school. You may give them a compelling answer, in that you can say, I'm the firstborn in my family, or I'm the only child in my family, or I'm the last born. Give them a compelling answer. Just note that they will have the question of, oh, maybe the family might reach a point and they are not able to find you. So ensure not to tie yourself up. Then another question they might ask you is, are you married or do you have kids? They're also looking for a family tie in this question. So you can, if you're married, you can say, yes, I'm married. I'm married. I have also maybe 3 kids, or I'm married with 1 kid. Yeah, or I am engaged with my fiance. Just give something that will link you back home. Or you may say, no, I'm not married, but maybe I'm in a committed relationship. At least it's not something that gives you the leeway to be to lack a family tie. It's okay also to say you're single, so don't feel pressurized. Yeah. Then the next question they might ask you is, how many universities did you apply to? You can say, I applied to 3 universities, and then they might ask you, name some of the universities you applied to, or name the university you are accepted to. So ensure that you know the names of the university you applied to. Don't come and say, maybe I applied in South Dakota State University. That's the name, right? But then you give them the name of, maybe I applied to South Dakota University. You see, the name doesn't match with what is the right name. So ensure that you know the exact name of the school, so that at least they will see you're serious. Imagine saying maybe you're going to South Dakota University instead of saying South Dakota State University. Yeah, ensure that you know your universities, right? Yeah, then the next question they might ask you is, do you know some of the professors? That is kind of a weird question, you might say, but at least in that question, they want to see, are you really a serious student? Because as a serious student, you'll ensure that you know maybe some of the lecturers or professors that will be teaching you. So just know maybe a couple of, maybe even 2 professors that will play a part. So ensure you know some of your professors that will be teaching you. Yes, another case you might also be asked is, do you know the courses you'll be taking? For my case, I was asked that question. So ensure that you know some of the courses that you will be taking. You can ask maybe your program coordinator or your advisor to send you some of the course outline. So through that, you'll be able to see some of the courses you'll be taking and ensure you know that like 5 of them, but you can just mention 3 of them is okay. Also know that some of the credit hours that you'll be taking. So you might be answer that question in such a way that I'll be taking, okay, I know some of the courses I'll be taking, which are maybe just mention some 3 of them, and the credit hours are maybe that 6 credit hours. Yeah, then you might also be asked once you approach the counter or at any points, where are you headed to? In that question, they're asking you like, do you know even where you're going? You can say, I'm going to, maybe if you're going to study, if you're on an F1, you can say, I'm headed to South Dakota State University to study my master's in this course, and it is in this state or in this city. They might also need to know, maybe tell me more about the city you're going to, tell me more about the state you're going to, or tell me more about the school that you'll be going to study. So ensure that you know something compelling, something specific about that particular city or something exciting about it. But again, remember not to be too excited about it. Remember, you're going maybe for study. So you're not going there to visit. For visit, you're just going to explore places. But for studies, you're just there for one particular reason, which is to study. Don't get too excited in explaining a lot about USA. I don't know, I'm excited to go and visit this region. That might have an impact in a way that you may forget what the question was, and then you might give them the perception that I will not be coming back home. So don't give too much information that is irrelevant to what you're going. So if you're going to study, you can give more of, I'm excited about this particular state or city because they are known for this. Maybe they are known for technological what. And then if asked, like, why don't you want to study in your home country, or why don't you want to study in Kenya? Just ensure that you don't give an answer that will portray a bad picture about your country, since it will be showing that you don't really want to come back home. Just say maybe I would really love to be here in Kenya, to study here back in Kenya, since I'll be staying with my family, but they don't really offer maybe this aspect of artificial intelligence in the course that I need to study. But in the US, I'll be able to get the skills, and then I can come back and introduce them. Or you can say, the course that I'm going to study, maybe I'm going to study robotics, it's in the early stages, or it is in its baby steps back here in my home country, and I really need to go back to study this course so that I can come back, blah, 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 blah. So I'm sure that your answers are just so personal to you. That's all I'll keep on saying. Thank you guys for watching, and look out for part 3 of the interview questions that you might be asked in the visa interview, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.